I first came to JPDS in pre-K.
I was 11 when I came to Milton.
Kindergarten. That was my first year at Milton.
I first arrived at Milton in 6th grade.
I came to Milton when I was in kindergarten, so I must have been 5 years old.
Started at Milton in kindergarten.
I started in kindergarten.
I came in 1st grade.
I'm going to miss all the friends I've made and all the teachers.
I have a brother and a sister who went to Milton, but they both graduated in 6th grade. My sister was the last class to not go into middle school, and she was pretty disappointed about that, but I feel really lucky that I got to go through the Milton Middle School.
When I think about my time at Milton, each grade kind of is like a different group of memories and thoughts and things I learned. Well, I like to highlight a specific jump from kind of 3rd grade to 4th and 5th grade, where I started gaining a larger political awareness that's like a lot of who I am today.
There's usually one project that defines the grade. Like in 5th grade, it was Colonial Village, and 4th grade, the Country Project.
One of my favorite memories was actually from kindergarten, and it was when we had a project which was building a bridge.
In the old school building, we had the egg drop challenge. I think that was in 3rd grade.
Projects that I've enjoyed the most were in 3rd and 4th grades, where we did our state projects and our country projects.
Some of the projects that have really stood out to me at Milton, one of the biggest ones was the state project in 3rd grade.
I love doing Toshba and Tanakh, and I love that we get to explore different Jewish texts.
It all started in 3rd grade when there was this competition where you could build a cardboard arcade at Milton, and that interested me so much, because then I started building tons and tons of cardboard structures and games.
I did the Shakespeare play in 7th grade, the Fiddler on the Roof play at the end of 7th grade.
I used to do jazz, and then I used to do a lot of peps. I'd done knitting, break dancing, Zumba, yearbook, newspaper. Oh, student council, that too, yeah. Plays, musicals. Oh, things that I've enjoyed the most are definitely the people.
I think I'm gonna really remember The Inquisitor's Apprentice. It was one of our summer reading books, I think, in 7th grade. And I remember really liking it, and we just had to write a fun essay on it.
I mean, there's so many projects, but I think one of my favorite projects was a couple of months ago, where we read To Kill a Mockingbird, and then we had to create a newspaper. We'd write the newspaper and just design it of a newspaper in Macomb County. So what I did is I used my skills from Exploratory, and I coded a whole website, and then I wrote articles and I put it on my website. It was really fun. I really had a great time doing it.
Me and my partner worked on a small windmill that would go in air ducts of buildings, and it was a pretty amazing project.
Milton Rock Band, I think it was 6 people, and we would compose some songs, and we would also play other songs that have already been made before.
I'm going to miss definitely my friends, and I'm going to miss the teachers. The way that Milton teaches, I'm not sure if it differs from other schools because I haven't been to other schools, but I know that it's always worked for me very well because the teachers know and understand every single student, and they know how to help and how to help us understand what we're learning. My Milton experience has been really good, and I would say it's very different from any other school that I've been to. They're more open about learning, and it's a lot of really getting to know the students and more engaging with the students as individuals other than as a whole class.
I would say the experience has been amazing.
What makes Milton special is their ability to create
awesome projects that are fun and interesting to learn about.
I really enjoyed time that I got to spend with my grade and with my classmates. I really like trips like that where you can, like Shabbatons and such, where you can really bond with your grade and you end up talking to people you would normally talk to in school because they're not in your class or stuff like that. And I think Pearlstone was a great opportunity to do that.
I think that Pearlstone was a bringing back together of our grade that was really needed in order for the school year to be over and to feel satisfied in the way that our time concluded. And we did one project that was painting a panel, and my group worked on turning Hebrew songs that we've learned throughout the years into a visual. And I was really, really proud of what we came up with. We worked really hard and collaborated, and it was really beautiful, and I'm really glad to have it stay at the school.
So we went to Pearlstone instead of Israel because of the whole pandemic. And basically we had about 6 days to be free and do whatever we wanted basically, while still having a little bit of a schedule. We did tefillah every morning, which was amazing because at around 6:45, me and some friends, we did shacharit on the top of the hill, which was an amazing spiritual experience for me and everyone else. It was really amazing because we got to connect. It just felt so like surreal. And we also did many hikes and a lot of farming and a lot of learning of Torah and like different Devar Torahs that we all had put together for the trip.
Thank you to all of my teachers, to everybody, to all of the guidance counselors, to all of the people who have been on the staff and working with us. You're amazing. You've done so much for our grade, and even if we don't always say how much we appreciate it or show you, or maybe not always listen to everything you've been saying, it really means a lot, and you've taught us so much.
I would just say thank you so much. Me and I'm sure my grade and the whole school can tell how much they care about us and how much they care about teaching us. And I've had teachers who said that they would come to our houses on weekends if we need help in classes, and just that kind of devotion and care is something that we really feel as students. And I think that we really appreciate how much they care for us and how much effort they put into our classes and our learning. And I just am very grateful that I was this lucky to have these teachers throughout my middle school experience.